It's the AEW Elite General Manager Invitational.
Here we are, the finals of the content creator bracket. This is going to be crazy. We've got Mastodon and Pulse, both excellent guys who've had incredible strategies coming into this. We're already kicking it off Mastodon with a 4-way match.
I'm so hyped to see the finals of this creator bracket tournament. It's going to be absolutely nutty. And MJF, Brody Lee, Cody's in there. We got bodies flying everywhere. And big Brody Lee, this man has stuck out this entire competition. Once again, he wins.
Here we go. Solid 1v1 in the main event using a gimmick. We've got a hospitality table as a segment coming in this one. So Mastodon's starting off strong with some multi-matches, but still making sure we're saving some money, but boosting those stats by using perks and segments. Here we go. Solid 3-star match coming out of the gate. Good chunk of everything's going up. Everything's going up. Solid start from Mastodon. Let's see how Pulse pulls it out.
All right, Pulse, first week. Let's see what he's got lined up. We've seen his week 1 strategy here a few rounds in a row now, and I think I know exactly what he's going to do. A 2v2 contest here off the bat, and it's going to be Colt Cabana, Alex Reynolds, the Dark Order picking up the win in match 1.
Yeah, that's right. Pulse has been known to utilize tag team perks in a lot of the matchups. We're seeing not so much of that this 4-way matchup, but a lot of the same wrestlers. Good resource management.
And once again, Pulse running that first match back in the main event, 2v2 once again, Nick and Ray versus Colt and Alex Reynolds. And it looks like boom, boom, once again, the Dark Order victorious. Pulse results for week 1 are as follows: 288,000 new fans. Not as big of a monetary increase as Mastodon had, but I think he got a few more fans, so I can already tell this is going to be a close one. Both men know what they're doing. They came here with a strategy, and they're going to stick to it.
Another strong multi-man match to kick off week 2 for Mastodon. We got 6-man tag, 2v2v2, lots of awesome familiar faces in here. Ooh, Brody Lee does not win this one, funny enough. It's Kenny Omega.
Wow, interesting. Now a fatal 4-way, a lot of the same names here. You see Mr. Brody Lee again. Maybe he's going to get some revenge here, but Kenny Omega is going to pick up the win. The champ gets it done.
It seems like we're seeing something slightly different. Kenny Omega using his 2% milk gimmick on Pac. I think that's going to be the key to victory. Kenny sweeps it. How did Mastodon do? Lots of great multi-man matches there. What's it gonna be? We see a nice increase in fans. Morale keeps going up. We did draft some new wrestlers in between those 2 rounds. So we're separating out the competitors a little bit, making sure all of our wrestlers get used, really making sure that nobody's gonna get injured.
We got a fatal 4-way off the bat. Nick Jackson, Ray Phoenix, Alex Reynolds, and Cash Wheeler. And it looks like it's going to be... Oh, Nick Jackson picks up the win here in this fatal 4-way. You love to see it.
Another multi-man match. We're starting off strong with a little bit of the bubbly 3v3 action. We got some Dark Order guys. And of course, they're going to take it all the way. Join Dark Order.
The multi-man strategy continues. A 6-way. We got Dark Order members in there. We got Cash Wheeler, Nick Jackson, and Ray Phoenix. And it's 10 bringing home the win for the Dark Order. How did that do for Pulse's week overall? 275,000 new fans. A big boost in money. Another 3-star show. He just keeps pulling them out and pulling them out. I'm telling you, this is probably going to be the tightest matchup between these two that we've seen all competition. I can't wait.
I think halfway between this round so far, we've got Mastodon leading just barely. This is still anyone's game. We're looking now at the back half of this first match, Mastodon and Pulse. This first match where we got 6-way competition. Dax Pac, MJF, Brody Lee, Kenny, Cody Rhodes. Lots of big names, lots of big action. Cody ends up taking it.
We go from a 6-way to a 4-way, take a couple names out. Still a hell of a match, though, with Pac and MJF throwing blows in the middle of the ring, and it's going to be Pac taking home the win on this one.
Dax Harwood again, 3 matches in a row in this 4-way with Kenny, Pac, and Brody Lee. Again, utilizing those resources effectively. Mastodon reusing wrestlers from match to match, making sure that we're saving as much money as possible, utilizing their stats effectively, but really have to worry about the long-term play. Don't want to get those wrestlers injured. Good increase in stats, solid playability. Here we go. Backstage pull-apart segment used in the second match. Great move there. Nice use of a segment modifier.
Let's see if that's going to fire up Pulse. And let's see what he's going to bring here in this week. We got a 3v3. The Stinger added to the competition now. Alex Reynolds, Colt Cabana. I see Kip Sabian in there as well. And a big win for Sting, Cash, and Nick Jackson.
I think this is the first time we've seen Kip Sabian in this tournament, funny enough. Six-way competition, Sting making his way back in again. I think we're going to see Sting quite a bit going forward in this matchup.
I believe so. Another 2v2v2. Stinger back in action again, and he's just taking over the ring at the moment. Oh, maybe not, because Cash and Nick Jackson. How about that tag team? And now let's see the results. Week number 3. Wow, almost a 300,000 fan increase. Money going up, another 3-star show, as if that's a surprise to anybody. Morale keeps going up. This is blow for blow between these two. I don't know how to call it at this point in time.
We've got Pulse up in morale, but we've got Mastodon up in cash. This could really go either way. I think it's going to come down to fans once again.
Oh, this is going to be close.
This is going to be so close, bro.
Oh, this is
so
going to be close.
All right, you ready? Let's kick off this last week.
Let's kick it off.
Good luck.
Week number 4 here for Mastodon. He's going to kick it off with a big match, a 3v3. Here comes the van. Here comes the kiss. And anything can happen when all these men get in the ring at the same time. Brody Lee, though, taking home the win for his team as usual.
Brody Lee seems to be the key to success.
Nobody gets a day off in my business.
Also really helpful for all of these players in this tournament. Moxley coming in on FTR's truck, though. No match for Cody Rhodes.
We got another fatal 4-way. We see Mr. Brody Lee back in action again. You always got to keep an eye on him, because at any moment in time, there you go, the 1, 2, 3, and he's the one standing tall. Great week for Mastodon. Let's see what the results say. 105,000 fan increase. Not as big as he wanted. A decent amount of money, an okay amount of morale, a great 3-star show overall, but definitely needed more as far as that fan increase went. We're going to see if that's going to hurt him here going into Pulse's week 4.
Here we are. Week 4. Is Pulse going to end up taking this? It's going to be a close one. Starting off strong with a 6-way competition. We got Sting in there. We got Jericho in there. But 10 ends up winning it all.
This is a rough week. Everyone's beat up.
Throwing everything at the wall, and we're going to see who's going to pick up this win in this chaotic 5v5 match. And it looks like Colt, with some Dark Order members, picks up the dub there.
Filling it out. Oh, with a strong main event. 9 people in the ring. 3-3-3 tag match. Ultimately, you got 10. Rey Fenix and Colt Cabana winning it. Is this going to be enough to take Pulse across the finish line? Ooh, and it unfortunately is not. He's just shy on morale and just shy on cash. Looks like Mastodon beat him in both cash and morale, even though Pulse had more fans and ended up getting a huge boost in fans in this last round. It's not enough. You've got to get 2 out of 3 in order to make sure that you win that round. So first round to Mastodon.
Oh, yeah, the morale at the end.
The morale at the end.
Wow, that's crazy.
Everybody was hurt. And
yeah,
I mean,
everyone was super
signing,
hurt.
That was like enough to put me over.
That was sick, though. Wow.
Good first match.
GG, for true.
Good first match.
Match 2, week 1 underway. We got a clean slate here, and we're starting off with a fatal 4-way from Mastodon. Penta and Brody Lee going at it in the middle of the ring, and to no one's surprise whatsoever, Mr. Brody Lee picks up the win.
Very similar format for the second match of the week. Instead of Brody Lee, we've subbed in Cash Wheeler, so utilizing some resources, but still swapping them out, so we're not 100% back-to-back.
The back-to-back-to-back fatal 4-ways, however. Now Eddie Kingston in there as well. He's been in all 3 matches. Can he pick up the win here? And he does. Kingston with a big W. And we're going to take a look at Mastodon's results for this week. We're looking at a 3-star show again, 178,000 new fans, a little increase in money, 95,000, morale going up a little bit. A decent start here in week 1. You know, you kind of got to be a little conservative the first week. Make sure you keep your eye on your money so you can book the rest of your shows. Good start for Mastodon.
Let's see how Pulse is going to answer this opening contest with a simple tag match. I almost would have expected a little bit more. There it is. The barbed wire bat. Yep, that's exactly what I expected from Pulse. Back when you think that you figured it out, he comes up with something new.
He loves a good barbed wire bat. He also loves a good fatal 4-way here with the same competitors. But who's going to pick up the win in this one? Luchasaurus goes down, and it's Matt Jackson standing tall when it's all said and done.
A repeat of our week 1 first match we're seeing in this main event in the same week 1. Same result too. Man, I think this is going to be actually a good move for Pulse because we're using all those same wrestlers.
Move.
Yeah. Looks like it actually did him pretty well. Not as high in morale as Mastodon because Mastodon did swap in here and there a little bit just to add a little bit of variety, and I think that ultimately helped in that regard. But we're going to see how this one plays out. Mastodon coming in week 2, starting strong with a 6-man tag match. Everyone coming in at FTR's truck. Why does everyone come in trucks? It seems to be an odd thing for our show. Either way, Cash Wheeler in his chest here, take the win.
I mean, it's a great form of transportation. This fatal 4-way Cash, Ray Phoenix, Sammy Guevara, and Eddie Kingston again. And it's Sammy that's going to pick up the win here in this one. Nicely done.
Go big or go home. Here we are with a 6-way tag match utilizing that 2% milk gimmick, hopefully giving Mastodon the edge he needs to continue to take this home. Brody Lee with the win. Did that help? How is that doing? Is Mastodon making waves? He is. Morale is already over 100. We've got fans over 1.4 million. Cash is a little low. We would have expected more cash at this point, but we're going to see how that plays out. You really only need to be nailing 2 of those 3 in order to really bring this home.
I feel like the pace is about to pick up here in week 2. Pulse's first match is going to be a 2v2 with the Young Bucks versus Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. And let's see which team is going to come out on top. It's a back and forth contest, but it's going to be none other than the Young Bucks picking up the win in Pulse's first match.
Here we are, 4-way action with Gimmick, barbed wire bat used by Ricky Starks. Ultimately, Dax Harwood is going to take the win.
And Dax and Ricky are going to be back in this one, teaming against Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Obviously, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus have that tag team boost, and it's going to be them picking up the victory here. And that's going to take us into the results for Pulse's Week 2, 181,000 new fans, a decent amount of money, good boost in morale as well, 3-star show. Overall, a very, very good showing here from CM Pulse. Nothing too crazy, but pretty on par with what he's been doing so far.
Okay.
You got me like that as a whole this week.
Yeah,
like
that worked out
all
pretty
this
good.
week. You got me hard. You got me good this week. Okay.
All
All right.
right. Let's get this week 2 started.
Mastodon coming in the second half of this tournament side. We've got, was that MJF on a golf cart? This game is insane. It constantly surprises me.
Truly
Fantastic.
love to see it. You'll love to see it. 6-way Sting, Mr. Brody Lee, Penta, MJF, Sammy, Ray Phoenix, all the bodies flying around, and MJF takes down the Stinger. Wow.
We have another 4-way match here. Sting making his appearance again. Brody Lee making his appearance again. And then also utilizing Sammy and MJF. Good resource use even in this 3rd week by Mastodon. Is it going to be enough? Matchups are very close right now. Pulse right on his heels. Is Mastodon going to get a big increase? Not so much. Slowly rising up. It's still anyone's game.
Absolutely. Pulse's Week 3 getting underway here, and he's going to kick it off with another 3v3 6-man tag action.
I mean, it is always good to see a match with a golf cart.
It's on display right now. It was unbelievable, especially when you're talking about the Young Bucks as they pick up the win along with Dax.
You know, as we've been commentating this tournament, I've been trying to think about like how we can incorporate refs into this game, and I don't even know where I'm going to stand during these things. These matches are crazy.
There's a lot of stuff in the way. You could wind up with a bat like that to your face, and I don't want to see that happen to you, Aubrey. That's the last thing I want to see. Luchasaurus, though, picks up the win in this 6-way. And let's see Pulse's results here. He knows he has to win this round or he's going home. And that's a big boost in fans, a big boost in money. Overall, a very, very solid show from CM Pulse. I think this might slightly eke him out into the lead right now, but it's all going to come down to Week 4.
Week 4, here we go. If Mastodon wins this, he's going on to the finals. Pulse just eked ahead a little bit out of that last one. Is Mastodon going to hold the lead? We've got a 4-way starting up. Of course, Brody Lee bringing it home.
No surprise whatsoever. And how about this? Let's run it back. Another fatal 4-way. Same superstars in the ring. Is it going to be the same result, however? It doesn't look like it as MJF picks up the win this time around.
What? I do not believe this. Ooh, 3v3 tag action coming in on Sue's van. Great, fantastic gimmick. Definitely boost morale of everyone. Ooh, Such a fantastic matchup. How did this help Mastodon? Is this going to give him a lead? Not so much. Like, he's still leading right now, but it's not a definitive lead, which means this is definitely Pulse's game for the taking. I think maybe if he had had some bigger matches, utilized some more gimmicks, potentially thrown a segment modifier in there, I think he's been playing it a little safe.
Pulse has an opportunity to tie this up 1-1 here with his final week of competition. 6-way here. Matt Jackson, Ricky Starks, Cody Rhodes, Nick, Kenny, Dax, and it's none other than Cody Rhodes getting the job done.
Another match with 6 men in the ring, this time in tag format action. We've got Jurassic Express versus Dark Order versus Kenny and Cody. Jurassic Express with the win.
Wow, and now instead of a 2v2v2, we got a 3v3v3. I think we saw a little bit of the bubbly in there as well. Who's going to pick up the win in this one? It's Kenny and the Dark Order. Is that enough for Pulse to tie this one up? Look at that huge boost in fans and money. And I believe, yes, Pulse is going to win this round and tie it up at 1 apiece. This was a huge show for Pulse. Exactly what he needed. And we're going to have a tiebreaker around here. We're moving on to the third one.
Wow, this is absolutely insane. I don't think we've had a full 3-round tournament yet. We've got these 2 content creators, fantastic gamers, great, fantastic guys. I'm really excited to see which one of them is going to take it all of the way and battle out against one of our AEW talent to see who is the best general manager.
It's time for the rubber match, baby.
You whipped me. My God, look at you, got me on. You doubled my money. You doubled.
That went. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good one. Sheesh, I hope the next one goes like that for me.
I don't.
Mastodon kicking us off. This is the rubber match, Mastodon or Pulse. Who is going to the finals? Who is the best content creator? We have Mastodon kicking it off with a tried and true strategy. 4-way with top-tier talent. Chris Jericho winning this first match.
A similar fatal 4-way here, swapping out Orange Cassidy for Penta. Let's see what kind of difference that's going to make in the results here. And it's Chris Jericho picking up the win once again.
Again, slight change in that format. We've still got that 4-way with the addition of the plastic blocks. Taking out Chris Jericho, putting Orange Cassidy back in. Kenny wins it all. Great use of resource management from Mastodon. Let's see how he did. Good increase overall. Definitely some good fan increase, but needs a little bit more. Solid start, 3-star match. Good use of hospitality table to give a nice bump in fans in that second match. Is it going to be enough? We know Pulse is going to bring his A game.
We know it, and we know what he likes to do here in week 1. We're going to see a tag team contest right off the bat. Pac and Ray Phoenix, Dax and Sammy Guevara. And it's going to be Pac coming off the top. It looks like he's going to take home the win here for his team in the first match.
Another multi-man match, kicking it off with a 4-way match in the second slot. Pax, Ray Phoenix, Dax, and Sammy. Again, similar faces we saw in the first round. Different match format.
Yeah, wow, that did huge.
Not even remotely changing up his strategy. The first match is the last match. We run that tag team match back up once again, and Ray Phoenix and Pac pick up the win. And that's going to do really well, I believe, for Pulse's results here. Let's see what we're looking at. 3 stars, 293,000 fans, $99,000. Not as big of an increase in money, but the morale is good. The fan increase is good, and overall a solid week 1 for both men. This is a nail biter. This is absolutely going to come down to week 4, and I can't wait.
Here we are, week 2. What is Mastodon gonna do? Tried and true method. Start off with that fatal 4-way, using some top tier talent in Moxley, Omega, Cassidy, and Penta. Moxley's gonna take the win.
Mastodon's going to actually go run back that fatal 4-way, swapping out Jericho for Omega, and we're going to see what the difference in the result is as Mox picks up the W.
Going back to that really select roster, definitely kept the roster small for this one. Still booking the fatal 4-ways, swapping out a couple faces here and there. Chris Jericho wins it. Smart strategy by Mastodon. Is it going to be enough? I have a feeling it's going to give him a slight increase, but not enough to be running away with it. And I feel like when you're going up against someone like Pulse, you have to be running away with it at this point. And if you're not, Pulse is definitely going to catch up.
Let's see if you're right about that as we're starting off week 2 for CM Pulse. We got Pac versus Dax versus Ray versus Santana. barbed wire bats everywhere, and it's going to be none other than Santana picking up the win in this opening Fatal 4-Way.
Let's have a tag match, swap out Dax for Sammy, pair them up. Let's see what happens here. Same strategy we've seen from Mastodon as well. Utilize a small roster, swap them in and out, keep the morale high.
And how about this main event? Ricky, Dax, Sammy, and Santana. We've seen Santana pick up some big wins here so far in this competition, but it's going to be Dax Harwood winning that 4-way. Let's see if Pulse is going to start running away with this. Not quite yet. A big 300,000 fan increase. A lot of money in the bank. That was a pretty big round for Pulse with this 3-star show, but I think if I'm looking at the numbers correctly, this is still super, super close. No one person in particular is way ahead of the other, and we got 2 weeks to go.
Oh, son of a gun.
That works out. I'm cool with that.
I can see how this is starting to trend, and I don't like it.
Hey, honestly, this game, it can split on a dime. Realistically, one good signing, that's it. So let's see.
At this point in time, Mastodon knows he's gotta bring the goods, and he's kicking off a Fatal 4-Way with some of the biggest names in this company, with Orange Cassidy just keeping his hands in his pockets. Down he goes as Jericho picks up another big win for Mastodon.
Matt Hardy we saw introduced in that last match. Again, seeing him in match number 2 for this card. Got a massive tag match. Fortunately, Matt Hardy is not helpful in here. Mox and Jungle Boy take it.
Ooh, we're gonna run back another Fatal 4-Way, a little bit of the bubbly as Penta and Kenny Omega go to blows in the middle of the ring, but Kenny picks up the win here in that Fatal 4-Way. Should be a pretty good show here for Mastodon. Let's see what the numbers say. 200,000 fan increase, only a small increase in morale. The money did go up a little bit. And again, a fairly good show overall for Mastodon. Let's see if Pulse, though, is going to answer back in a big way.
Pulse starting off week 3 strong with a 4-way competition. Dax, Santana, Pax, and Alex Reynolds incorporating a barbed wire bat gimmick right out of the gate. Fantastic decision by Pulse.
He's going to move actually into a 3v3 contest now with Dark Order and Ricky Starks, Pac, Ray Phoenix, and Dax. Colt Cabana goes down hard, and the team of Pac, Ray Phoenix, and Dax pick up the win.
And here we are, Pulse coming in hard for the main event, match 3 for this week. We've got a 6-way match. There's a golf cart going around. Pac wins the whole thing. Things just got crazy. It's almost like Pulse just came in and started lighting the whole ring on fire. Look at that. Good use of talent. Gets a big, big morale crease. We're at 157, well above where Mastodon is right now. I think Mastodon needs to stop reusing talent and really start branching out. Otherwise, Pulse is really just going to run away with this. You can keep using talent over and over again, but if you don't branch out, your morale will drop.
It is risky, that's for sure.
We are down to the final week of the final matchup. Can Mastodon pull it out? Pulse seems to be pulling away with it. Starting off with a strong 4-way match.
This is a man who lost his damn mind.
Mastodon had planned beforehand. He better bring them all out now. He comes out in the van, blows a kiss, but is it going to be the kiss of death when it's all said and done as Mox and Omega pick up the win?
Starting out strong with a multi-man match, ending this week strong with a multi-man match. We got a 6-way. Jungle Boy wins the whole thing. Is this going to be enough for Mastodon? Let's find out. Massive drop in morale this round. Probably going to be the thing that takes down Mastodon, to be perfectly honest. We saw Pulse had an increase in morale in that last week. This might be the bullet that takes him down. Even though we used a gimmick in the second match, even though we had that segment multiplier, may not be enough.
There is a chance that Pulse just might not book the show that he needs to book right here, right now, though. But if we've seen anything from Pulse, he likes to bring out the big guns in week 4. That's exactly what he's doing with this 6-way as Pac picks up the win in this first one.
Another massive multi-man match, 6-way tag match with Dark Order, Inner Circle, Ricky Starks, and Matt Jackson. Dark Order takes it home.
And it all comes down to this, Pulse's final main event. And he's throwing everybody in that ring. The chaos ensues. 5v5 competition. And the team of Pac, Ray Phoenix, Dax, Santana, and Sammy pick that one up. And would you look at that, 400,000 fan increase, bringing him to 2.2 million, over $600,000 in the bank. Morale through the roof. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Pulse is moving on to the finals of the EGM tournament. My God.
This is incredible. We saw Pulse just keeping pace with Mastodon in 2 rounds. 2 rounds. We saw him week 1, week 2, week 3, just keeping track. And then week 4, completely coming out of nowhere, booking the biggest matches he could, using gimmicks, using all of those strategies, coming together, and totally kicking ass and taking this competition. I don't think anyone saw this happening.
It was so close the whole way through. Absolutely could have went either way, but I am so excited to watch our final round between Orange Cassidy and CM Pulse, the ultimate final. It's going down.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That was really close. Like, I really didn't expect to lose a game and then go into there.
Neither did I. But dude, that was great. Congrats.
Yeah, GG's, dude.
Represent us content creators proudly.
Download AEW Elite General Manager. Available now on iOS and Android.